Hello there, and welcome back. There's a drink that I haven't had in a very long time. In fact, a very, very long time. And I don't know if it still is, but it used to be a very popular drink in Britain, certainly when I was a lad. I don't know if it's a kind of mythical drink that people associate with Britain, for those who are not British. And I don't know, it's maybe associated with Britain through the writings of Enid Blyton and the famous Five, who would always talk about having sandwiches and lashings of this drink. I don't know. I think there was a comedy series on Channel 4 in Britain. 4 or 5 Go Mad in Devon. I can't remember the name of the programme, but it was Ade Edmondson, Rick Mayall, and various others of that comedy era. But yes, it is associated in that way. It seemed to be anyway. And this drink is ginger beer. I can't remember the last time that I ever drank some ginger beer. I don't know. I can't really remember. Certainly as a child I do remember having some, because it looked like beer and the colour, and had a strong taste that made you feel as though you were drinking something different. Please don't mistake ginger beer for ginger ale, that mixer that people add to whiskey. Never put ginger beer in a whiskey. Apart from tasting terrible, it would be absolute sacrilege. Even adding ginger ale is a bit of a sacrilege for a seasoned whiskey drinker. So, despite its name, it's not a beer. Plus, it isn't alcoholic. Although there is an alcoholic ginger beer which comes from Jamaica. I think it's about 4% alcohol, and it's made by the Royal Jamaican Company. I haven't tried that one. I have tried one alcoholic ginger beer, and it was Jamaican. What is it with the Jamaicans? So I was pleasantly surprised to find the one that I'm going to look at or try out in a moment or so. I was looking for other beers on Amazon for the other ones that I've tried earlier, and I came across this and thought, that looks interesting. And I'm going to find out just how interesting it actually is. The name of it is Mula 5S. I don't know where the name comes from, but it's a nice, interesting label. And we shall see. What's even more surprising is that it's Mexican. I didn't know they made ginger beer in Mexico. And as I say, it's non-alcoholic, so it's probably a better alternative to having something like Coca-Cola. I don't know, maybe it's lighter. We shall see. But as with all things non-alcoholic in Mexico, it's considered to be a soft drink or a soda, like Coca-Cola. And so it must have those black octagons on the label. You don't see those on beer, yet there is high carbohydrate in beer. But, yeah, let's try it, shall we? So here we are with a bottle of Mula. Actually, the full name is Mula de 5S. I don't know why it's 5S, but it says Bebida Sabor Jengibre. Ginger flavoured drink. And it has those octagons, those dreaded octagons that people don't really follow in general. Most people just ignore them because they're not, I wouldn't say they're completely accurate. But anyway, where does it hail from? I'm not quite sure. And the writing is so small that you can't really make it out. I wish they would print labels and typefaces a little larger. Is this a sign of age? So, after consulting my phone and actually zooming into the very fine print, how can anybody read that? It's made in Mexico City. Okay, let's open it and find out. That's a nice hiss, rather like you get with an ordinary beer. The trusty Duvel glass. Well, I want to get the aromas and the flavour. Oh, that's interesting. Well, you don't get a head. Well, it's not a beer, so you wouldn't. But I remember British ginger beer did have a kind of lagery colour to it. I think it did. Well, certainly it had a very pale golden colour. This is very clear. Ooh. Oh, wow. That is a lovely ginger aroma. Put a little lemon in there as well. But you tend to get a little lemoniness with ginger at times. And the two do go together very well if you are mixing ingredients. It's a very nice fresh aroma. Yeah. How does it taste though? There's a nice zestiness, nice fizz. It's not overly fizzy. It's not too gassy like Coca-Cola tends to be. Although I haven't drunk a Coca-Cola since about 1995 or thereabouts. It's not good. I haven't even drunk a Coca-Cola Light or Diet Coke even. Why? But I am in the land of Coca-Cola. Monterey is, and the company Arca Continental is the largest bottler of Coca-Cola outside of the United States, I believe. Certainly the biggest in Latin America. But, well, that's very nice. Very clean taste. Oh, that's nice. That is really nice. There's this fruitiness to it. Yeah, I think you could really enjoy drinking that of an evening. What could you accompany it with? I don't know. I'm sure you could match this with some food. Because it's not a very strong ginger taste, I was expecting a little more ginger. But there's a little bit of heat. Yeah, you do get some heat that ginger gives you. Yeah. Yeah, flavors kind of come in layers, in a way. Extraordinary, but very nice. I am enjoying this. I don't know if you can get this in Monterey. I think it would be a very nice alternative for many people who don't drink alcohol. Here in Monterey, if you don't drink alcohol, you're limited to either water, Topo Chico, that wonderful mineral water from these here parts of Monterey, Coca-Cola, or the great brand of Monterey, Hoya, which is owned now by Coca-Cola, which sadly is going to be disappearing and replaced by Fanta in different disguises. But I think if you had this as an alternative to those other non-alcoholic beverages, yeah, I think that would be a very nice alternative. I think if it had too much ginger, it would be maybe too overpowering. The ginger in this is kind of at the back. You know that it has that flavor of ginger, but that lemoniness comes in. For me, personally, because I like stronger flavors, I would like more of a hit of ginger, along with the lemoniness that you do get. But, yeah, that is rather nice. Yeah. That's good. I think this is probably a good base as well to make some various cocktails. Maybe, I don't know, it's called Mulas, so I don't know of a Moscow Mule. I've never had one. I don't know what they're like. If this could be used in a Moscow Mule, maybe as a base with other things as cocktail. Maybe it is a good base. I don't know. What's this like with tequila? That would be interesting. Or any others. But on its own, it's very pleasant. It's a very pleasant drink. You could enjoy this in the summer. Yeah, this is very good for the summer. It's refreshing, clean, and really a very nice beer, but a very nice drink indeed. I'm surprised that it says on it excess sugar, but it's not sugary at all. No, I would say that it's quite low on sugar. Mainly because I don't like drinks which are very sugary. And if you have something like Hoya, Fanta, and all of those things, they are very sugary. But this is more natural. So I don't know why they're saying it's high in sugars. If you take a good long slurp of it, there is a little more of a ginger hit. Yeah, that was a surprising one, and very nice. I do like that. I wonder what other interesting non-alcoholic drinks there are. around these days. I'll find some and try them out. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please, as always, it's always nice if people like and subscribe somewhere along the bottom there. I can never remember where it is, but somewhere my finger is going, you will find the buttons. Anyway, as I say, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye for now.